can England put their group stage troubles behind them and beat DR Congo in the round of 32 to advance at this year's FIFA World Cup? Hello everybody and welcome back to Full House Sports. Here myself, Charlie. I'm running before the video starts. Please like, comment and subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated as I try and become a one-man sports news bandwagon. Yes, it is on to the knockout stages in the FIFA World Cup, and England face off against DR Congo on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Now, England have been a tale of two teams really at this World Cup. It's been Jekyll and Hyde. The first game, the win over Croatia, had a lot of England fans, myself included, really excited because it was completely different to what, certainly myself as someone who is a travel club member, had witnessed at Wembley and away as well, in fact. And really, I think, caught a lot of people off guard. I think as this tournament's developed, I think we see that there may be a slight caveat to that performance, certainly in terms of the fact that Madueke had a lot of joy against the 37-year-old Perisic, and the fact that Croatia were really, really open, which Ghana and Panama were most certainly not. Ghana sat in and got a 0-0, and I think on that game, our wide men, Madueke and Gordon, really, the quality of delivery was exposed a little bit in that game. And Panama this time as well on Saturday, again, wasn't the most entertaining of affairs, despite the change in wide men, and despite the change as well in a little bit of system and personnel. It was not the most entertaining. There was times actually where it was a little bit shaky as well. England looked quite open. It looks like there's going to be a few changes again to the lineup. I think Declan Rice is definitely going to come back in. I would think for Morgan Rogers would probably be the plan. Play Rice, Anderson and Bellingham in the midfield. It's the wide men I can't get my head around, unfortunately. I still can't make my mind up on whether it's going to be Gordon, Madueke, Rashford, Saka. What the combination is going to look like out wide. We know it'll be Harry Kane up front. And as well, there is massive issues, not just in the wide areas with wingers, but also with fullbacks. Nico O'Reilly, I've got to say, I don't like jumping on young players' backs. Hasn't really blown me away in this time, in this tournament so far. Again, against Panama, I thought there was times where he got caught out of position. And as for right back, well, we haven't got any. Livramento pulled out pre-tournament. Reece James, despite the fact that Thomas Tuchel bizarrely said, oh, we didn't see this one coming, has legs made of custard creams. So he hasn't been able to play and won't be able to play in this game. Which leaves us with the potential of either Ezri Konsa switching out to right back or Jed Spence playing right back. Either or, really. I think it's a really difficult sort of decision that Tuchel's got to make. Now, Congo in the group stage were impressed with their first game. They defended really well against Portugal to get a 1-1 draw. Obviously, players on paper that's looked out for. We are all very familiar in England with Johan Wissa. He's a fantastic player in the Premier League and has been outstanding up front for Brentford, although not quite worked out for him at Newcastle. And as well, there's also Noah Siddiqui, who has been outstanding for Sunderland this year, and also I think he's a player that's really, really impressive and someone that we've definitely got to keep an eye on. They're a team, Congo, that have got nothing to lose. It reminds me a little bit, I'm a little bit reminiscent of the game against Slovakia at the last Euros, where we were 1-0 down, and then obviously Jude dug us out of a hole with that overhead kick. I don't necessarily think that Congo will do that, but they're definitely going to look at the Ghana game and think, well, if they could do that, why can't we? With Vissa potentially hitting us on the break. I don't think England will lose this game, but things have got to start to change with performances because, I'm sorry, at the moment, it's really, really boring. And also, I'm going to say it now, I'm fed up with Jordan Pickford playing, or trying to play at least, out from the back. That is something that I think we've got to try and get rid of. It really worries me whenever he has the ball at his feet. Listen, I'd love England to do well. I think they will beat DR Congo. But it's as the tournament goes on that I'm a little bit fearful of our chances. I'm very intrigued to see what the lineup is tomorrow because he's got to try something different in the wide areas and also at fullback. And that's somewhere where we're looking already at our squad and we're looking a bit depleted. I know he brought Chalobah in, but you've got to look now and say, leaving Trent out, was that a mistake? There's others as well who are left at home and you think, was that a mistake when you think about who we took? I'm still convinced Saka's carrying an injury. I'm not going to jump on his back. I'm convinced, though, he is carrying a knock. And I'm convinced as well that, I don't know, Rice is injured as well. I watched him limp around at points. People jumping on Kane's back, I don't think is entirely fair. I think he's just a player who sometimes won't influence games, but he will, when he gets that chance. He showed against Panama, he will score. I think that could be the type of game he has again on Wednesday, where Congo tried man mark him and tried double up on him. But actually, when you just give him that half yard, he will put the ball away. I do think England will win. I'm really interested to see how it goes. There's a few really good games this knockout stage. But I think performances have got to be better because if they're not, we do look like sitting ducks to a better team. As always, guys, let us know what you think. Please like, comment and subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated as I try to become a one-man sports news bandwagon. As always, have a great day.